What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now today we have some new headlights for the Ford. I told you in the video when we got our setup that we had some new headlights for it. So here they are right here. Give you guys a little sneak peek before we do the full unboxing. But yeah, they're gonna look sick. So I waited a little bit later in the day, that way we could get them in and then shortly after be able to see them at night. But if you haven't realized, this truck is massive. So we're gonna have to adjust them and point them down as much as we can. But I have a feeling that they're not gonna hit the ground very well. Now, there will be two links down in the description for this set of headlights and a different set of headlights. But the headlights in this Ford are 7x6. They make them for Jeeps and they also make them for these trucks, and I think there's a certain car that they make them for. But everything should just be plug and play. These headlights right here I have had for, gosh, like 6 years now, and they're pretty yellowed, but honestly they still work. Let me show you. They still work perfectly fine. Not a single thing wrong with them. Every LED inside it still works on both of them. The high beams and low beams work. What's weird with the highs and lows is the low beam is just these bottom two rows and high beam is all three. But the biggest problem I have with these headlights is driving at night. They are super bright. I remember back in high school driving this truck everywhere. I always was having people flash their high beams at me. I even had a person pull a gun on me one time because my headlights, like, way overkill with that. But yes, they pulled a gun on me because of how bright my headlights were. But since we have some new headlights, if this video hits 200 likes, I will give these headlights away to a random person in the comments. So all you have to do is just like and comment on this video. I'm not going to check and see if you're subscribed. I'm just going to put that on you, that if I'm giving you away some headlights, you're already going to be subscribed. So once this video hits 200 likes, I will just enter the link for this video in a random comment generator and just pick a random person from the comments. They'll send you these headlights. So if you're interested, make sure to drop a like on this video, drop a comment down below, and yes, before I send them out, I will clean them up so they're not as yellow, but they are 6+ years old. They still work perfectly fine though. It's not like I'm giving you away a set of headlights that don't work or anything. They just have some weather to it, but hey, free headlights, you can't complain. Okay, now in the box, we open it up and we've got the description of what's in here. The headlights, the pins, everything. And then we've got what we really want, is our headlights. Now with these, you have these different plug and plays that you can do. You can plug this into here if you want to wire it manually, anything like that. But, you know, to be completely honest with you, I haven't done a headlight install on this truck in 6+ years, so I don't really remember what all plug design is in there. So instead of sitting here and talking, let's get the old headlights out and see what all we have to do with these. Okay, now to take this out, I'm going to pull this headlight bezel right here off, and depending on what vehicle it might be different, but if you have an older Ford like mine, there's just a couple screws around it to take it off. So we're just going to pull those screws out and get this bezel off. Okay, now that we've got this one out, just a simple plug back here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plug the new headlight in and see if it just works that easily. I'm gonna be very surprised if this works as easy as I think it's going to. Oh yeah, that works. Wow, that is bright. Oh, okay, yeah. Don't look into the light. That's common sense. Okay. God. Why do I look into it? Jesus, that is bright. Oh my Lord. Okay, so you can wire it in to your normal daytime running light. My first ever set of headlights I bought had the typical like halos down the side, and 4 days after I bought them, rock came off a car in front of me and shattered the whole headlight. But I had it wired in to the daytime running light and all that, and this mess of wires right here that 16-year-old me thought was wired appropriately. But if we pull this back out, our high beam and our low beam works. But if we read our instructions, our yellow wire is for our amber turn signals, and then our white wire is for our white halo daytime running light, which I definitely want hooked up, so we're gonna do that. Okay, now before I put everything back together, let me show you what I did. I've got these little clips that I got off Amazon. They just crimp into the original wire, and then you have a plug on one end. So you strip an end of the wire, put a plug on one end, and then you can just plug it in to pre-existing wire. And then what I did on this side is I just put a plug on the end of the wire and just plugged it into what the company gave me. And we've got everything all wired up. We've got this ran as a daytime running light, so this will only come on if I have the headlight switch one click out, and then turn my turn signal on, and the turn signal comes on with this. And then when I turn the turn signal off, it goes back to white. And then when we turn our headlights fully on, this turns off and our headlights come on. But still, when we turn our turn signal on, this still comes on. So very happy with the way that turned out. So now it's time to put everything back together and see what it looks like compared to that side. All right, can I just say for a second that these things just changed the whole look of this truck? Oh my Lord. Like, I haven't seen it without these headlights for the last 6+ years. And then we come over here. Oh my Lord. Let's get a better angle. Oh yeah, that definitely did it. That definitely did it. Looks so much better. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna move the truck a little bit more center in the driveway so we can get a better look at both of them, because I want to see this. It looks sick. Okay, let's just say that this completely changed the front end. I mean, compared to this, complete night and day difference. I mean, honestly, I kind of dig it with the all black, because if you guys notice, like, these are super chrome because it's basically like a light bar as a headlight. This with the black housing as the background, kind of makes me want to keep the black front end, because if you guys watched the last video of the Ford, I was talking about how I want to do the chrome grille, the chrome trim, get aftermarket front bumper and everything. But with the way this looks and here at the black, I mean, I might keep it like that. Maybe see if I can get some clear turn signals for right here with the black. And then we are doing an aftermarket grill. We're doing a tin dust customs grill, just like we did with my Chevy. So we're gonna be doing a tin dust grill for this, but I kind of dig the blacked out face on it. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead, get this one removed, get it replaced with the new one, and get a final shot of the finished truck. Alright, what do you guys think? Because I absolutely love them. They look sick. Like I said, there will be 2 links down in the description. One link will be for this set of headlights. The other link will be for a different set of headlights. But go click the link. Go check them out. I mean, you guys saw how easy. If you don't want the turn signal and daytime running light, you don't have to do any of that. If you just want the headlights, you can just do that. Now, I'm going to wait till it gets dark and show you guys some nighttime shots and how to adjust the headlights, because not a lot of people know that. And you've got these little screws right here. There's one here, and there's one up here. I don't know if you guys can even see that. See if we can get the focus up in there. There we go. There's a screw up there, and there's a screw right here. So if you tighten this, it pulls the headlight back, pointing your headlight up. If you loosen it, it comes down, pointing your headlight down. Common sense, right? The screw here determines whether the headlight goes that way or that way. You tighten it down, goes that way. Loosen it, goes that way. Pretty simple, but I will show you guys me doing that tonight. Once it gets dark, we can point it at the garage and get those all dialed in so I'm not blinding people. Now, to be completely honest, I'm probably not going to drive this truck at night very often, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. This truck's probably going to spend majority of its life at night parked either in this driveway or in a parking lot, so I don't think I have to worry about that too much. I really don't want to drive it at night in general, just because, I mean, it's a big truck. Something comes out in front of you that you don't see, you're going over top of it. As like I said, I've said it before, I'm 6'6". The top of this hood is top of my head, so that's 6.5 foot high. I've measured the roof. It's 98 inches from the top of the roof to the ground. That's 8 foot 2 inches. Yeah, that's 8 foot 2 to the top of our roof. That's how high this damn roof is. I mean, I can just about walk underneath the mirror. I think if we had the GM style tow mirrors, I could just about walk underneath those. But I'm gonna wait for it to get dark out and adjust those headlights and see how bright they are at night, because I'm pretty excited. Okay, so we've got the truck running and we've got the garage door down. Now I'm gonna back this up a little bit and get our headlights dialed in. Those dash lights doing their thing. Now technically you're supposed to be, I think it's like 30 feet away, but this will work. We're getting a little bit of light cut off because of the truck right here. You'd like to be in the center of the driveway with nothing else around you. But we're working with what we got. So I can already tell the passenger side is a little high and the driver's side, well, both of them need to come down, but the passenger side is higher than the driver's side. So I'm gonna leave you guys sitting in here. I'm going to adjust them and you guys can watch. I showed you what screws to adjust earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so as you can see, I've got them adjusted down quite a bit. Now, like I said, you would like for this not to be here. You'd want to be about 30 feet away. So I just did a rough estimate of where this is going to be at. I just don't want to be blinding people on the road. So this is our high beams, which look insane, by the way. These things are so bright. Low beams, high beams. This thing is stupid bright. So now we're going to go a little ride around the neighborhood and just get some night shots of it. So, oh yeah, these things look great on the road. A little high beam action for you. Doesn't help that I have street lights, so you don't get the full effect of pitch black darkness. If my truck had a tag on it, I would take it out in the middle of nowhere so we could get a little bit better representation of it. But these things work out great. I mean, you guys can see that on the camera, how much that lights up. We're back. So I think these things are 100% bright enough. They cover light on everything. They look sick. One last thing, I want to see what the daytime running lights look like in that. Oh, those look paired with the rock lights. Those are it. Those are definitely it. Okay, so now crazy enough, I'm actually going to use the headlights for my lighting to film the outro. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Like I said earlier, there will be 2 links down in the description. One for this set of headlights, the 7x6, and then another link for the 5x7. So if you have an older Camaro, anything like that, I think the 5x7s fit those. But these are the 7x6. So 7 across, 6 down. I think that's how that works. I'm not a scientist or anything. But thank you guys for watching. Drop a like on this video. Remember, if this gets to 200 likes, I'll pick a random person from the comments and give the old headlights to them. Catch you guys in the next one. See ya.